Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style. Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. Tonight we're going to talk about fitness, a lot of fitness. And that's very important in Boca Raton. Anybody that lives here knows that. Everybody belongs to a gym or works out and diets and all that stuff. So tonight I have two guests, Linzi Martinez. She is from the show Happy, Healthy, Stronger, and she is a brand ambassador for Fitspace. And I have Anastasia Yusina from Fitspace. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to be talking about, you got to get a little closer to the mic. Oh. We're going to be talking about Fitspace, which is right in Boca Raton. I did a video there for you. I was at your grand opening. And Linzi is your brand ambassador. And anybody in Boca Raton knows Linzi. She's like the face of fitness.
Thank you.
And tell me about your show now. There's been some new developments in your show. I think you still have to go.
Yes. Well, the show's actually running the circuit for the film festivals. We were very fortunate that we got picked up by actually, I submitted it to the International Film Festival of Manhattan.
Oh.
And we were awarded an honorable mention and officially selected.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We flew out there. It was amazing. It was like a dream come true. It wasn't even real. And then because I had to go by myself, and this was a group effort, this was not just me. You know, you saw.
Yeah.
This was an entire community. And again, we had a great cast. We had a great crew. I had a couple of amazing
And for people
in
that
production.
haven't seen it, it's a show about taking people that want to get fit and then following them and giving them recommendations. Am I right?
Actually, it's about getting healthy. It wasn't really about getting fit.
Okay.
The fit was a portion of it. It was taking people that really had some common problems like diabetes. All of them were overweight for sure. And just general either depression or just not feeling like they should feel. Right. Okay. And then we contracted about 26 people. We had sponsors, local businesses rather.
Yeah, I remember that whole thing.
Right, so we had about 26 local sponsors, and they were beyond amazing. They made the show. This town pulled through. They put 3 people through this program with
and how long
everything.
did it take from beginning to end with the people?
For me?
I know I interviewed you before, so we're probably
for me or for the kids?
No, for the whole the 3 people.
It's still going on for me,
Okay.
but for the three people, it was almost 7 weeks.
Okay.
It was 7 weeks, just about.
Okay.
Then we had the grand finale. We know at Trainer Space, and it was
Trainer Space. That's a great.
Yeah,
place
and it was spectacular. We had a few of them were able to get off their diabetes medication, and they just felt amazing. No one was super skinny, which was the goal. They were just super healthy, and they were confident.
Talking to someone on my show last week about how South Florida differs from places like L.A. People don't have to be scrawny, skinny here. That's not the look. The look is healthy.
Healthy.
It's not that model wispy thin that you see in places like Los Angeles.
Yes, which I prefer.
Yeah.
I
Which
prefer
one?
this. No, this here. Yeah, because you know what? There's something to be said for thin, and I think as we age, I think thin is not.
Thin isn't always flattering. No.
Right.
No, and it's very important that you did talk about the problem of diabetes. That you did talk the problem of diabetes, because only 15 years ago, diabetes was never diagnosed. Diabetes type 2 never diagnosed for kids. Now it's officially allowed to say that a kid can have a diabetes type 2. That's terrible. And it's not really disease. It's like
a lifestyle.
It can be
thing.
changed by lifestyle.
Oh, yes. Strength training. Strength training take you out of metformin in 7 weeks, 12 weeks, guaranteed.
Oh, that's incredible.
Guaranteed.
Okay, wow. So, did you have anybody in this, the 3 people that were diabetic?
Yes.
Okay.
Emily Aronson was diabetic.
And then she wasn't at the end of
Yes.
7 weeks.
She was off one of her medications.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
her blood sugar completely stabilized.
Still think you got
Sorry, her blood sugar
nervous
completely
about
stabilized. I
it.
want to say it again. Her blood sugar completely stabilized.
Wow.
And that wasn't a crazy diet. That was a program. I think she lost a total of 22 pounds.
In 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
What was she eating?
Well, she had a combination of food. That was a program from My Body Works with Dr. John Siegel, and he put them on a program just to show. And it was very obvious what they were doing. You can watch them what they were eating and how they were doing this. He also had some other things that they were doing, some vitamins and getting all their cellular nutrition and whatnot. You really have everything in your body to heal yourself.
Wow.
You just have to have the knowledge, and the knowledge isn't enough either. You have to have action in order to make a change. So knowledge plus action equals power. So they were
A
just
repetitive action. It's
Yes.
not like one-time deal. It's
They have to make it
be
a
the part
lifestyle.
of lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be.
yes.
Which brings us to your gym. Do you call it a gym or do you call it
We are actually boutique fitness studio.
boutique fitness? Okay.
And this was a choice because in Europe, and we are one of biggest European operators with 36 clubs. Our smallest would be like 20,000 square feet, and the biggest 200,000 square feet. We have 100,000 members, 3,000
You're
trainers,
kidding.
so we're a huge company.
What parts of Europe are you in?
We are most of our clubs are in Russia. We have 2 in Bulgaria, 2 in Moldova,
And they're that huge? 100,000
and
people?
one in
Wow.
Armenia. Yeah, they're huge.
Wow.
In Armenia, for example, we have 27 tennis courts, and we did
Oh, my
host
goodness.
twice Fed Cup for tennis. So yeah, we have big operations in Europe, but we did decide by choice come to United States with this boutique concept.
How did you pick Boca Raton? Just out of curiosity.
It was our third location. First one was in Aventura, close to where I live because it's easier. Then in Pembroke Pines, and I
Okay.
always wanted to come to Boca Raton. It took
And you're
me
right
a while.
downtown too. You're right downtown East Boca, my favorite area.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Beautiful.
wonderful place. We love the plaza. We love people. It's really like a boutique
Just so people
environment.
know, it's on the backside of Royal Palm Plaza, correct?
Yes.
And that's Southeast Meisner Boulevard?
Southeast Meisner Boulevard,
Boulevard,
405. 405. We're
Okay.
close to this famous restaurant that everyone knows, Farmer's Table. Right?
Farmer's Table. Yep.
Right beside it, just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we decided to open those fitness studios exactly for the people that. Now, of course, it's for everyone, but mostly I did decide to open it for people like me, that I was a professional cyclist. I was very fit
wow.
all my life, etc. But then I don't feel comfortable any longer in a gym environment with the younger crowds,
Yeah.
with everyone. They
Standing
like
around
it.
waiting for equipment, that's what kills me when you
I
gotta
have
stand
no
there and
time.
wait.
I have no time for it. I really have like my 50 minutes, 1 hour time for workout. I would like to come to get the workout
Get it
I
over
want
with.
and to leave. And I know
And to get an effective workout in that time. Not-
Very.
yeah.
That's the next.
Yeah.
That's the next conversation piece.
Right.
The whole point of the gym actually is you're going to get the most effective 50 minutes that you'll ever have because every single body part is being used. It's a
I
functional.
know I watched
training.
it. I haven't tried it
Yeah,
yet, but
it's
I was there
crazy.
filming that night. And if you want to see, you can go on my Facebook page, Becky and Boca Show, and scroll back a little bit. You'll find the video, and it's
it's,
really interesting.
back from October.
Yeah.
You have a 50-minute workout, strength training. That is the most important for everyone who is 35 years plus, because after 35
Osteoporosis.
years we stop gaining muscles naturally, and our metabolism is slowing down, and we are losing like 2 pounds of muscles every year if we do not work out.
Oh, wow.
And muscles, it's what help us to prevent diabetes. And of course, it keeps our bones and joints intact, safe. So that's why everyone needs strength training. But to do strength training on machines, I'm sorry, I have gyms, I have trainers. It's not disrespectful, but it's boring.
I know,
You
and
have
that's
to
the
know
key
how
to
to do
exercise.
it.
That's always been throughout my life. I've exercised. I've tried many different gyms. I lose interest after.
Yes,
a certain
and
period
most
of
of
time.
people, you
Yeah.
need a trainer to keep you motivated.
Right.
And personal trainer, it's a very intimate thing. So I don't know if you can say this in English, but it's very personal. You have to work out 3 times a week, and you have to be with your personal trainer
Yeah.
3 times a week. 1 hour of one-to-one, it become your best friend, or it does not.
Right.
or you get tired of the person, or something is going wrong, or
Yeah.
everything can change. So that's why people are leaving gyms. And actually, attrition, it's the biggest problem of
gyms.
big chains. I was smiling when you told that in Boca Raton everyone exercise. You know how what is the average percentage of Americans exercising?
No, I don't. What is it?
Any ideas?
It's not that high at all.
What is it?
I'm the board member of International Health Racquet and Sport Club Association.
Okay.
That is promoting health and fitness in the entire world. 9,000 clubs are members, and we do a lot of research. And last global research, I think it was 18.6 or 19.6. Yes, and in
So
Florida,
less than 20% of the population.
less than
works out.
20% of population.
Okay.
Less. So and those are people that have memberships, so they can still be on.
They just don't go?
They,
That's why those big gyms sign people up.
Yeah, right.
So,
it's-
do you know what the
it's
percentage
still-
is in Florida?
I think it's about 9%. So it's not the highest.
Okay.
It's coming to so high because of New York, Los Angeles, where it's up to 40% of population working out, and in some states it's like 3
Nothing.
2 nothing.
And we're also
Yeah.
And
definitely
in
congregated.
Russia, do you know in Russia less than 1%?
That's
Really?
Less than 1%.
Why would that be?
No infrastructure, no fitness club. We were later to, and population is poor. Mm-hmm. It's also the question that people are poor.
I know my son is in medical school in Tennessee, in a small town in about an hour outside of Knoxville, and says he goes running, and people are like, "What are you doing?" You know,
What is that foreign movement?
he says people really do not. It's not part of the culture to go to a gym
Yeah,
to work
middle
out, go
America.
running. Yeah, and I even find that I'm from Chicago, but I find that hard to believe because it's so prevalent here. Everybody.
I think that anywhere around the water.
It's just impression. This is just impression. I live in a condo at the beach at Sunny Isles, and when I
beautiful
go
place.
to my gym that is in a building, it's 41 floor or even more, and 8 apartment per floor. I see like 10 people, 15 people that work out that regularly.
That are always there.
They're not going. It's free. It's not free, but
Yeah.
it's included
Part of
already.
your-
They
yeah.
paid it. They don't do it.
They don't use it.
They prefer to go to massage or to do the plastic
Right.
surgery. But this is you can't.
You got to do it all.
You
It's
have
a
to
combination of
exactly,
things.
but you have to do it all. But how you look, it's not the only issue. It's how healthy you
Yeah,
are.
right.
The question is how healthy you are. You can be
And how you
healthy
feel.
and not look well.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
course, you need, and slimmer you are, more you think about nutrition, more you have. You need facial, more you need massages, more you need proper
Of course.
nutrition, like
Hair,
Definitely.
makeup, the
It's
whole
not-
package.
Well, you know what's interesting is we're doing things backwards for the most part, and I think a lot of Floridians people that I know are kind of getting the hint that we don't need to do it backwards. And I think
What do you
we
mean
well.
backwards?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Well, people are really concentrating on the outside, and when you concentrate on the inside, the outside gets gorgeous,
Right.
Along with
Absolutely.
your head, and the way you look at yourself is everything. We didn't have mirrors. Perhaps we have a nicer life for some
Yeah,
people.
I
Right?
never thought about that.
But when you take care of the inside, it's like a plant. When you take care of the soil versus the leaves,
Right.
you know, you're fed this. You're going to get the fruits that are outstanding. You're going to get more apples, more whatever the fruits are. And the same thing holds true to your body. If you really take care of the inside, the outside, you'll have the fruits of your labor. You really will. You'll have more energy. You'll have more life. You'll feel better about who you are, and then everything happens. Just it affects you across every area of your life. It's really important
Well, I
to care
know
of the inside.
it's been a long time since I have taken a break from exercise. But even if I go maybe 5 or 6 days at times, if I'm traveling or something, I start to feel sluggish. I don't
Right.
feel right.
But our
It's-
body, we are born to move, right?
Right.
You bring the newborn from, he just born, and
they're
you do
moving.
massage,
Yeah.
and they're trying to move, and the doctor says you make those gymnastics. And if someone is like old people before they pass
Sedentary.
away, you still have to
keep
move
them
them
moving.
around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We are born to move, and we forget about it. We
Even
really
your bone
forget
density,
about
your
it.
bone density
And
is dependent on
bone
it.
density is one thing, diabetes
Circulation,
and
everything.
muscles, it's another,
Everything,
muscles,
everything.
hormone
I know when
system,
my father was
that's one
very
more.
ill toward the end, he was like late 70s or 80 something. The doctor kept telling me it's important that you get him up and make him walk. And I'm like, he's in a wheelchair. I mean, he said he's got to walk every day. You got to walk every day if you can till you die. You know, even just because he had a heart condition. And, you know, he would retain water and all that. So you're absolutely right. It's a part
problem
of...
arises too,
And
with
everyone
the-
understands it. And that's why the health promotion and marketing fitness field is so difficult, because we will not say anything new to people. They know it already. When I try to talk to people, say like, is healthy lifestyle and workout good for the human being? Yes. And for you, oh, you know, I have no time, and that's why I do not exercise. Not true. That's not possible. And working so many years with customers and memberships and promoting it, I know they did not even start to talk. I know what they say. Will say
You already
it's
know.
too expensive, it's too far, it's not the right schedule.
I don't have enough
I did
time.
try. There is no time. I have to talk to someone. I know all this, but it does really matter.
It's
what
not
your
important to them.
husband or
Yeah.
your mom or whatever thinks about you going to work. It's you. It's your
Right.
health.
You have to put the investment in yourself. That's the bottom line. You know, everyone's trying to enjoy their life and to get the most out of their life. And if you leave that element out, you're leaving an important element that allows you to enjoy that at a different
Feel better.
level, a different level, and for longer in your life.
What is the, since I have two experts here, what is the correct amount of workouts per week? Because I've heard all different suggestions.
There is a minimum workout that is there is a document that is called Healthy Guidelines for American Heart Association for Adult Americans. So that's very clear that it's written there. So every adult is perceived from 18 to 65. That's 65. I'm very proud of Americans, because the life expectancy of a man in Russia is 56.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
65 for a
I
woman.
did not know
It's
that.
terrible.
How old for a woman?
65.
That's awful.
And 56 for a
goodness.
man. Yeah, but in the United States, from 18 to 65. So you have to. It's not that you would look better or you would reach some goals, or if you did gain weight, you
Not just
will
about
lose it.
appearance.
It's just what you have to do to stay healthy. It's 3 times a week, 30 minutes strength training.
Okay.
Strength training, it's called resistance training.
So you're using weight.
Your
not necessarily
muscles
resistance.
resist
Okay,
to
resistance, okay.
something.
Right, okay.
Resist to something. It can resist to the weight. It can be passive resistance. So they have to work out. Your muscles have to
Right.
work out. They have to be all muscles. And it's either 60 minutes a week, splitted
Cardio.
splitted by 20 minutes.
Intervals. Yeah.
Intervals of moderate cardio, of intense cardio workout, or 80 minutes of moderate cardio workout.
Okay.
And the level of cardio workout, it's your
So you're saying,
heart
like,
rate.
if you worked out 3 times a week, you do a
3
half hour
times a week.
resistance
3 times a
and
week.
20 minutes
Yes,
cardio?
Exactly.
Okay.
30 minutes cardio, 20 minutes cardio, 50 minutes.
okay.
And this is 3 times a
3 times a
week.
week.
3 times a week. So 12 times a month.
And people can't find time.
And you have 720 hours a month, and 12 hours. It's 1.8% or 1.6%.
This woman is knowledgeable.
Tell me that you don't have 1.6% of your time.
You know what? I completely agree with you, and I fight with that all the time too. But I do want to say there is I always look at it like a hill. There's a point where someone it's a threshold they have to get past, because initially you say, you're going to have energy, you're going to have vitality, you're going to feel amazing. They feel the opposite of everything.
When
And
they
that's
start
what the
working
issue
out?
is.
That's
When they
why-
start working out, they get more tired. They have to cut out certain things. There's a sacrifice to starting anything.
To start,
including-
to start. You just
Right.
have to keep it
But
in
if
1
they-
month.
If they keep it up for a month,
A month.
and
For a
even
month.
a little less sometimes, all of a sudden that sacrifice gets turned into something so incredible. They have more energy. They feel more alive than they ever have before in their life.
Yeah.
And they sleep better. They are
sleep
not
better.
depressed.
All those things that they're saying they can't do it for, all of a sudden become the opposite. But you have to get past that threshold. And that's why you see people are addicted to exercise. Oh my gosh, do you exercise every day? What's wrong
because
with
they
it?
start to feel bad without it. That's what I was telling you.
That's what happens. You
to me.
actually get that. But it takes a little bit of dedication in the very beginning to actually get that. Once they got it, it's addictive and it's obsessive.
That's why I like our type of workout, because it's very natural and someone is guiding you. You don't have to think.
Yeah,
you
let's
just
explain
have to
to
do it.
our listeners and viewers exactly what your workout is.
Our workouts, Linzi, your English will be less.
I'm not talking about
It's kind of like Pilates.
Let me just
Go
start
ahead.
this.
Okay.
Years ago, I have to, because people know me as a workout person here, and I'm tell you why I've actually chosen to do this and why, how incredibly insane this workout is. Okay, years ago, I was asked to do a commercial. I was casted for a commercial with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris to do the Total
What
Gym
was that called?
commercial.
Total Gym.
Okay, so I did that. I did it on the beach with Christy Brinkley, and I worked out. And I was like, okay, this is a little weird. I've never experienced anything. It's like you're going against gravity, and they're adjusting the height of a tower.
It's a piece of equipment.
It's a piece of equipment.
And you work with your own
And you
body
work with
weight.
your own body weight, so it's functional. Now, to backtrack for 1 second, I'm a gymnast. I was a gymnast. Now I probably vomit. But I was a gymnast for 23 years.
I can see that.
Right?
Okay.
And I was shredded. I mean, shredded. And it was because I was lifting my own body weight all the time.
Okay.
I have never found anything ever that could replicate that in the time period that I have 2 hours in the gym or an hour in the gym. I come up sore everywhere. If I go to a gym, I'm waiting on a piece of equipment, whatever it is. So I did this. It was very funny how we met too. I did this commercial. The next day I woke up with my obliques, deep obliques hurting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had this except in gymnastics. And then I had posted the commercial this year, well, in 2018.
Oh,
and
I want to see it.
I had Anastasia, somebody from Anastasia's clinic call me and say, or boutique fitness center call me and say, do you know that that's here? I'm like, no way.
So
I
it's
got
the
my
same,
bike.
it's the same piece of
It
equipment
is
that
the-
was...
This
like
is a
Chrissy
home
Brinkley?
version. You did
right.
the commercial was for the home version.
That you
but
could buy that, yeah.
Yeah, but
This is
this
on steroids.
professional,
Yeah, I know, they're very,
professional level.
industrial looking.
So you're on the same piece of equipment with the
So
trainer
you're
is
sliding
guiding
up
you.
and you're laying on your back or
You
stomach
can
or
you
knees.
can do
I know I watched the whole
everything
thing.
on the same machine.
And you're pushing up.
Yeah, so what happens
grade.
is you're using your own body weight and it's functional. So in order to do each movement that the trainer guides you to do in the gym, you have to always engage your abs or always engage your glutes, always engage something. So you're getting this crazy effective workout that may take 2 hours in a gym that you're getting in 50 minutes.
And you cannot work out for 2 hours in strength training
No.
because you don't have enough not minerals, like
energy.
energy. Yeah,
It
you
knocks you
just
this-
exhaust
hit
your
a wall
body.
after.
But you're after 50 minutes, and I work out a lot. I run marathons. I am dead.
It
It's
happens to me
incredible.
if I do a hard workout at about a little less than an hour. It's like I'm done.
But do you know, Becky, how you just said, you hit that on the spot. You said that you have to wait for a piece of equipment. Here, you're in a piece of equipment.
have
The
your
second
own.
you do this, no, the second
No,
you
you just-
change something.
You're on
you
a
move
different-
it's equivalent 100%
To being on a different
to being on
piece.
a different machine, and you change it within a millisecond. It's so
And
spectacular.
you have an
it's so
instructor
effective.
guiding a class.
Yeah.
Yeah, the small
we
classes.
we call it personal training in a group setting.
Yeah.
Because it's really fully guided. It's not like he's showing and not watching you. He's guiding you and looking at every participant. That's why it's only 10 people at the class.
Right.
It's only 10 people at the class, not more.
Oh, and it's a very intimate place.
You,
It's
you
nice.
have to, you have to try it because it's very difficult
And
to
people can
explain
come in and
before.
try a class, right?
Sorry?
Can people come in and try a
Yeah,
class?
the trial class is only $9, and
So for
everyone
$9,
is
you
welcome.
can see if this is
Yeah.
going to change your life.
We also have a body series that's running every Tuesday. It just started this Tuesday, where you can actually see how the equipment works each particular body. It's spectacular. It's a piece of equipment that is just revolutionary as far as I'm concerned.
It's revolutionary if you use it.
If
This
you
is
use
the
it.
most important part of it.
Right.
You have to come and to use it. We have a customer here at Boca, and she's so happy. I think she never exercised before or did not exercise for a long time before. She came, she said, like, oh, let me try one class, let me try the second class. She got addicted to it. She was going like 5 times a week.
Wow.
And she I wish I would be able to show you her body evaluation on 3D scanner that we do for customers. Also, we
Okay.
make the 3D
Oh, you do that
evaluation.
too?
Yeah, they have a 3D
before
scanner.
and after, and she looks so much thinner. She looks
Posture's
more
better?
tall.
Yeah.
Posture is better, and it looks
No,
like
it's
she
not.
did lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds, and she lost only 2 pounds.
Because it's the muscle.
what's the
But
body composition change?
6% of fat, and
Right,
sure.
and that's what you want anyway. We don't want you have to throw your scale away unless
Yeah,
you've got
I think it's the biggest enemy. Actually,
I just
scale.
moved and I didn't bring my scale, so I haven't had a
Good
scale
for
for a
you.
while.
Don't
I'm
buy
kind of
one.
liking it.
Don't buy
you
one.
Want, you want a BMI change, and you want 100% a body composition change, which means that you want your muscle to go up and your fat to go down. It
Right.
doesn't necessarily translate
Hasn't
on the
nothing to
scale
do with weight?
to be no, because muscle weighs 3 times more than fat.
Oh.
So
Did you ever see those pictures? Compare
Yes,
fat and muscles.
you got
like
literally this
and the
much
weight.
and this much.
Okay.
So
on the same.
I always
Yeah.
say grab a pair of pants, grab a piece of clothing, and do that. Or we have a body scanner there that, again, it's a 3D scanner. It goes around, it takes all of your measurements, and then you can
Posture and
reevaluate
everything. It's like healthy evaluation.
and
also.
you can see the same thing. So you can get it done before and after as you
So
work
before you
out.
even start, you can get the
Yeah.
scan, and then after a few weeks, you can get the scan again and see
Yeah,
results.
Yeah.
4 weeks we recommend
4 weeks,
to
okay.
keep for
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Okay, we got to go. We got to go to break here, and then we're going to come back and learn more about this.
Awesome.
Okay, be right back. You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show. Hi there. Welcome back to the second half of the Becky and Boca Show. I have Linzi Martinez and Anastasia Yusina, and we're talking about Fitspace. Linzi is the fitness ambassador for that place, and she's also on the Happy, Healthy, Stronger show, or it's your show. So, yeah, it's Linzi's show. So, anyway, we're talking about working out and the gym that we have right here in East Boca Raton. Oh, we have our water boy. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Freddie.
And it's water. It's water.
Water,
Even
water,
if
water.
it's evening.
Yeah, we can drink water.
Does he have anyone?
Okay, so Fitspace is located in East Boca Raton. We already talked about that, and it's on the back side of Royal Palm Plaza on Eisner Park Boulevard. And Linzi, you said it's very similar to those infomercials that you did for Christy Brinkley, or with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris. I don't know, what year was that? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's 2010.
Okay, and but we have, that was a home version of this equipment. What
Right, this
you
is the
have in
professional
Fitspace
series,
is the
yes.
professional solid.
It's on steroids.
And I watched it. And we're talking about how 3 classes a week would probably be enough to get into really good shape, and that they're hour-long classes.
It will change. Yeah, it will be enough to see the changes. If you
Okay.
want to get fitter faster, you can come
More often.
4 or 5 times a week.
Okay.
I do not recommend to come more often than 4 times a week, actually.
Okay.
Because your body needs
To rest. Yeah.
Your body needs to rest.
So can you explain the importance of resting between workouts? Because that's something I've never totally...
Yes,
I'll be the kind of
course,
person that'll go 7 days a week, and I'm sure that's not the best thing
No, it's
to do.
actually not the best. You need
Okay.
to give your muscles a chance to rebuild. Every time
Okay.
you do, you get these little micro tears. Every time you're doing lifting, especially, and you need to have a lot of protein. Your muscles are built of, like, picture building a house, a brick house, right?
Okay.
Each one of those bricks is an amino acid. Amino acids, a long chain of amino acids, is a protein.
Okay.
So you have to have protein in order to repair. You have to have that-
Protein being... What's
Oh.
the most common proteins for people that don't...
well, if you're
Your body
yeah.
does not care about what kind of protein.
Any kind of
but
protein.
what kind of protein?
Anything.
is it
Yeah.
different if you eat a piece
No.
of chicken versus What other
No,
kind
there's
of
vegetable proteins. No, there's absolutely
doesn't make any
doesn't
difference.
make
So
any
one's
difference.
not
can
worse
be-
than the other or better than the other?
It can be just
It
amino
depends on you.
acids.
If right, it depends if it can be assimilated. It depends on if your palate, if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan. If it depends on what you are, what and how you prefer to eat. But protein is protein. You want to have clean protein. That's really
Okay,
important.
tell us what
That's
that is.
Clean protein means you want antibiotic free, you want hormone free, you want to know I'm cage free, you want animal cruelty.
Yeah,
There's a million things that you want to do.
What about eggs? Are eggs good?
Eggs are great. I
Okay.
have no problem with eggs at all. Or do you eat eggs?
Sorry?
Do you eat
Eggs?
eggs?
Of course, I eat
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, I have no problem with eggs at all. But again, there's a lot of vegans here that don't. But you can find your
So
protein from other
what's a
sources.
vegan protein? Give me an
What's a
example
vegan
of that.
protein? Vegetables. There's a
Like-
lot of pea protein. It's great. It's
Okay.
really strong. Almonds, nuts,
beans.
beans.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
So
you got to get your protein.
You have to
Mostly
just
protein in your diet? Is that what you're saying?
No,
your,
just
your diet have to be very
balance.
balanced. You need proteins. You need oil. You need.
You need your macronutrients, right? You need
Okay.
your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Fats are really important. Everybody's afraid of fat, and it's really
Yeah.
important to have fat. Fat does so many different things in your body, and it's imperative that you have it. So you'll see
And
those
the
ketogenic
first thing
diets.
that happens with a young girl that do not eat fat at all, they lose their periods, and that's a big problem because hormones are built on
So people should not be
fat.
afraid of fats.
No, but good fats.
Good fats.
That's another thing.
Okay.
We're getting off topic here, but
people,
yeah,
people
definitely.
should not be afraid of proteins either because
No.
this is one of like meats and big problems for people that try to lose weight. They cut completely their proteins, but your fat is not burning without carbs. I mean, fat
Yeah.
is not
Oh yeah,
burning
people are
without
on like
carbs.
no carb. That's not good either.
No, I don't. I agree with that. I have no problem with low carb. I'm a low carb person. That's
Okay.
what my body does. So that's for me. It's very individual. It
Depends on what works
It
for you.
depends on what works for you. It's really important to know like the two things.
You have fat to burn.
You
That's
gotta-
why you don't
Yeah.
have fat to burn. That's
Yeah,
why
right.
you can build
I have
good
that
carbs.
Okay,
But have to be good carbs also.
Yes, yes.
It's
Yeah.
not like sugars.
no, it's complex carbs.
complex carbs,
Right. Okay.
long release carbs.
Yeah, exactly. And what's really important to know is that anytime you eat a simple carb, for example, and that's anything white, cookies, muffins, breads, white
A lot of
rice,
fruit.
pasta,
A lot of fruit.
tons
Okay, I
of fruits.
mean no simple carbs.
Simple carb. But what happens is you bring up it's a call for insulin, and everybody needs to know that insulin is a fat storing hormone. What does that mean? That means that if you're not going to use what you just ate, and you're not running a marathon, right? And that's when you probably would have something simple if you need that instant energy.
Right.
Or tennis players, for example, would have something instant because they need it right there, right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not going to use that, you're going to store it. And it's really important to know that there's also fat burning hormones, and one of those is growth hormones, right?
And that's why you need muscles actually because
Yes, that's your metabolism.
your carbs that are in your body flow they can be stored either in the liver, stored in the
the
liver
muscles.
or in the muscles. If they cannot be stored in the muscles, then they transfer it to fat.
Yep.
But the second place to store them, it's muscles. So more muscles you have, more
Ability for it not to be
ability.
stored into fat. Very true. And also,
That's why strength training is so important for
Weight
diabetic.
loss,
I'm
too.
diabetic. That's why I know this.
Oh, okay. So
So
you're
when
very
when
knowledgeable.
I do not exercise like a week, I have to be on my medicine again. If I exercise, I am out of medicine.
Oh, my
I know
goodness.
it's for sure on me.
Okay.
Oh,
That
it's for
if
sure
I
with
don't
everybody. Yeah.
exercise,
Yeah.
I have to take. My blood sugar is going up. I start exercising, no medicine, just
and of course,
on
diet
order.
is a key issue in
Wow.
that too. But the two together you can't beat it. It's phenomenal.
Exercise and a good diet. Wow. Okay, so 3 days a week would be a good way to start with your program.
Yeah,
2 or
it's,
3?
It's enough.
Okay.
2 minimum, 3 it's moderate, 4 it's ideal
Intense, okay.
for
And because
That doesn't
only because
sound
it's
bad at
such an
all.
intense workout, right? You have to understand going to the gym for 2 hours is probably equivalent to doing a class at Fitspace for 1 hour.
You
Wow.
can have yoga the other day, or to have your
Yes.
meditation, to
Or
go
a
for a
run,
run
yeah.
or a walk or something.
Okay, so the importance of resting in between Is that like you rest for 24 hours and then you go back?
It
to the
depends what
gym?
you did.
Okay.
Right. If you have a really heavy lifting period, like for example, you only do legs twice a week for people that are lifting, right? You don't do them every day. It depends on what you're working at. You need a good recovery time. And that's, again, dependent on what you're doing, how heavy you're lifting, and, how your body functions.
But you can have it tested. Actually, now there is some testing that tells you what is your personal recovery time. There are some people that are very fast recovery, like I'm extremely fast recovery.
Okay.
And like my husband, for example, he works out every day. He's a professional cyclist, and
Oh, boy.
I think he did this last year. He was a champion for Masters of South Florida. He works out every day, but for him, he needs 24 hours
Yeah.
before the next workout.
Right.
And I recover in 3 hours.
Yeah, so good example.
Oh,
We
I
just
see.
did the Miami Marathon on Sunday. I trained a client for it for months.
Wow.
We ran, and at 23 miles, she goes, I kind of feel this in my legs. Right? I'm like, well, I kind of felt that like at 20, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay? No, I'm the trainer. And then I called her up on Monday, and I said, how are you feeling? She goes, I feel amazing. I did not feel so amazing. And I went every day of my life. I got out of bed, and I'm like, okay, I really feel this. I felt great, but I felt it.
Yeah.
She's like,
But
I feel fine.
It's also
Because
depends.
she's used to it.
No, I'm used to it.
She's
You're
used to
used to
it.
This is my client.
Oh.
So I'm making this public that she was not sore, and I was like, I need a little assistance down the stairs. Okay, and that's the second time it happened to me with this person. And for me, like I work out every day. It's my job. Every morning I work out, and sometimes I run up to 40 miles a week.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
I could not believe that shit. And that's the second time she wasn't sore. So it's really individual. And like I
Okay.
said, it's a great way to be tested. But you'll know by how you feel. And if you feed yourself properly and you replenish properly, the recovery time is so much faster.
Wow.
So
So should you eat right after a workout? You shouldn't eat before, right?
You should
Yeah, you
eat
need to
before
replenish
workout, and
and
you should
after.
eat after workout. You have to eat every 3-4 hours.
Okay.
So this is small portions, healthy food, but in a small with a
yeah,
like
that's definitely
small
one way to
period.
do it, right? And right after you work out, it's very important, especially if you're like you're a tennis player or if you're doing really hard workouts, to replenish your glycogen levels. You can only hold so much. Everybody kind of holds the same.
How do you
wanna
do that?
Replenish that by a complex carb. That
Such
usually-
as?
Such as an apple, for example.
Green apple.
Yeah, green apple.
Green
right?
apple.
Not to drive your sugar. And you can have that with, say, a piece of cheese, and you mix the two together. You've got a fat, you've got a carb.
And also, and
Chinese
also
liver.
you need proteins right
Yeah.
after the exercise.
Yeah.
So that's why I recommend to all my customers to take amino acids right after the exercise.
Yeah.
To take what?
Amino
Amino
acids.
acids.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, again, amino acids. You've got protein is a piece of protein or a protein molecule.
Okay, so what do you eat for an amino acid?
Okay, wait, no. A protein is a long chain of amino acids.
Okay.
Your body
Oh,
has
so
to
you're talking
break
about protein
it
right
down
after you
when
work
you
out.
swallow it, right? You have
Okay.
to picture a pearl necklace, right? When you swallow proteins, you have a strand of pearls. Each pearl is an amino acid. Your
Okay.
body has to break the bonds between each and every one of them. And the problem is that not everybody has a stomach acid to break down each and every one. So it
And
can
also
wreak havoc.
it's very difficult to find the right protein that
Yes,
can be
assimilated.
broken very fast. For example,
Yes.
the chicken breast, it's a very good protein, but it takes 4 hours to break
Yes.
it. And your muscle for recovery
Needs
needs
that time period
like
faster.
in 40 minutes
Oh,
amino
okay.
acid.
Oh,
That's
I'm
why
learning a lot.
there is a product called BCAA. This is
They're branched chain amino acids.
Okay.
and this is everyone who exercises have to take them. That's no
Bill, because
question.
what they are is, that long chain of pearl necklace, those are liberated. Instead of having the chain when you swallow the protein, your body having to break down the chemical bonds that keep them together, the branched chain amino acids they're all liberated. Any amino acid, they're liberated.
Okay.
Meaning they're on.
You have them
there's-
ready to
yeah,
use. Your
they're-
body can just
they're
use
in the
them.
Wow.
digested state prior to even.
So what do you eat
digesting
for
it.
that?
You'd have
just
to
buy
drink
them.
that, you buy
It's a
them.
bar? Like that type?
No, usually it's either powder or
Oh, it's a drink. Okay.
or
Okay.
Yeah, you can
caps
buy
or
them.
whatever.
If you're working out and you're trying to gain gains, it's a really good way to do it. You can also eat it, but we're saying if you want some gains fast, that really does speed the process naturally.
Interesting. I'm learning quite a bit here. We're going to be in really good shape after this show.
It's really easy. It's really easy. It just sounds very complicated, but once you understand principles and you start doing it, there is no real secrets.
No, and you get
You have to
addicted
know
it
your body.
also.
You just
Yeah,
have to know
it's
your body.
different,
What
yeah.
is good for Lindsay is not good for me.
No.
And also, everyone has their own level of metabolic rate. So you need some amount of calories a day. And this is very particular. For example, my basic metabolic rate is over 3,000.
Right, which is high.
It's extremely high.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's extremely
So
high.
that's your basal metabolic rate is what you need to survive for the day, what you need for your functioning, right?
Okay.
That would be the bare minimum that of caloric intake, and everybody should really know that, because you'll know that where your deficit is to lose weight and where you're at if the amount of calories you're at while you're gaining weight, and what's healthy for you. You want to stay in that range.
Okay.
And as I said, there is no secret. You have to lose weight. You have to spend more energy than you consume.
Right.
If you want to be bigger, if you want to build muscles, you have to eat more than
To
you
build a
spend.
muscle, yeah.
So if you
But you have to be the right
processed fat-
food. You have to have
With the
building
right
blocks,
food,
right?
this is very
so if
important.
we need bricks. If you want to build muscle, you need amino acids. If you want to build a house, brick house, you need the bricks. These are the bricks for your muscles. It has to be a protein. It has to be.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and that's why bodybuilders they use a lot of
Protein
products
powders, yeah.
because it's not possible to get the
To get a-
proteins to eat so much of good proteins during the day.
Right.
You
Right.
cannot have 25 egg
Grams,
whites
yeah.
egg whites a day. That they
Right.
do, but
It also
it's still
throws
not
your
enough.
body, when you do a lot of protein, into that anabolic state, which means you're burning the fat instead of the muscle. So it's fat instead of the carbs. It's a good state to be in for a little bit. But if you want to build muscle, you have to have an exorbitant amount of bodybuilders, that is, of protein, and you can't eat that much for
Can't
sure.
get that much by eating.
No, your liver will suffer. Your entire body will suffer.
Yeah.
And how do you
Kidneys.
kidneys? It's what starts.
But we're not worried about that, because we're not really making
Not
big,
bodybuilders,
huge
yeah.
bodybuilders for.
We're just trying to feel good and
And
get
get
in
the most
shape.
effective workout and in a setting that allows
it is.
you.
I was in there and it looked like fun, and you have the instructor and it's
easy.
up and it's
Yeah, there's good
easy.
music,
There's
it's happy, it's fun, it's exciting.
And
You're
you
constantly
change it up
thinking, it's
constantly.
always changing.
Yeah.
And it's very safe. This machine is in 5,000
I was gonna ask you about that.
rehabilitation centers
safe
around
on the,
the country.
joints, right?
Oh, this
It's
is
safe for everything.
It's in rehab centers. It puts you in the right position. You can't not be in the right position. So, and as you get a little more stable and you get your core muscles, we can take it up a level where you're on your knees rather than on your tush, and then you have to engage other things. You're a little less stable, but which is good as you get stronger, because then you have to engage different muscles to keep you upright or to
Right.
keep you on your side. So it's really. You can be a very beginner. You can be older. You can be a
So
beginner.
any level you can
any
start
level.
this.
Yes, because the machine's on an incline.
So you can work out with very fit person. He will be at this level, and my grandma
Oh.
will be at this
So you
level.
can
But we do
adjust
the
it for
same
every
exercise.
person.
Yeah, you're working against gravity. It's
Okay.
body weight against gravity. So, for example, my son did this series with us for the body series.
How old is he?
And he's 22
Okay.
this month. No,
Okay.
next month. So he was at, say, like a 9 or a 10, and it goes, what does it go to, 22? What does it go to?
More than 20 to 27, I think.
It goes
Or-
to 27,
wow.
and my son, who is shredded, he's a wrestler, he was at, I think, 11, and he was
Oh,
dying
wow.
on the 10th rep.
Wow.
It is the craziest workout. I cannot tell you how effective this is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the brand ambassador. I can do anything I don't believe in.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It is phenomenal. It's that
So a
good.
beginner can have it way down.
Yep. And as they get stronger,
You'll increase it.
it's like increasing the weights, but you're using your own body weight. When you use your own body weight, you see how beautiful these gymnasts have their bodies are.
Yeah,
male
yeah.
and female. It's because they use their own
body
weight.
weight.
It is
You don't need any
it
free
is like
weights,
a
you don't need
loophole.
machines.
Nothing. It's a loophole in the system to get to get your body really good, really fast.
This is completely functional exercise. When I
It
try to talk to my customers, I tell them that it's not that I'm against the regular gym. It's important. You need strong muscles, but in reality, in a gym, you work out isolated muscles
Right.
that you never do in a real life. Even if you go to
it's purely
shopping and
aesthetics.
you just lift your backs, you still use many muscles.
right,
So
so-
we work out on a movement. We don't work out muscle, we work out movement. I do the movement with my biceps, but I still involve my core
Right.
because I'm high kneeling. So my back is involved, my core is involved,
Right.
my biceps is working. So I'm doing movement that I can do in my regular life. That's why I changed so much the
Right.
lifestyle of people, because it retrain you moving normal.
Right.
We're so limited
exactly.
in our
Yeah.
movements and day-to-day life, especially in this country when everyone
Right.
is driving the car.
Sitting in a car.
Yeah, or doing
Or sitting at a
work.
computer.
Yeah, but what's really interesting about what Anastasia is saying, and which is why I love it, is most people do go to the gym and they work aesthetically. You know,
Right.
they want to have bigger biceps,
totally.
or they want their triceps to show. So they isolate the muscle. By isolating the muscle, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You'd rather do a functional training where, okay, picking up my whole body is definitely gonna and I'm put in a position where you use
Bodybuilders,
every
most
muscle
of
to do it at the
bodybuilders,
same
they
time.
cannot use their muscles. They're looking great.
No, they can't even straighten
but
it
they
out.
cannot. They cannot use their muscles. Yeah,
No.
their muscles are not long.
No.
Right.
We
They're not
build
long and lean.
long, clean muscles, and bodybuilding have to do nice
Right, they bulk
looking,
up.
bulky muscles. So it's just two different
Right.
goals.
But this increases longevity. This makes you feel better. This
I
increases
know,
your
it makes you feel better.
metabolism.
If I get sleepy sometimes, instead of laying down and taking a nap, I'll go for a run or something.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
And if people that don't exercise don't understand that. But exercise gives you, there's a high afterwards. And-
Oh, absolutely. And more
But there
importantly,
is a very good level of hype after. It's just what you need. It's not too much.
Right.
I cannot exercise, will not sleep. You will sleep. Believe me, you will
Yeah,
sleep.
you'll
always
sleep
tell
better. And
people
you'll
that
need less sleep.
complain
You actually
about
need
they
less
can't sleep. I don't want to be rude sometimes. So I'm like, well, get out there and exercise during the day. You will sleep at night.
But it's counterintuitive. People say,
Why?
because they say, I'm too tired to exercise. And it's so counterintuitive. It's almost an oxymoron. If you exercise, you won't be so tired.
Right.
But it doesn't, it's again, and completely counterintuitive.
Right.
Because you're
Right.
expending energy, but you're expending energy to gain more later.
Right.
It's an odd thought.
I
But
have a,
that
I have a
is
shirt
the
that
number
says
one.
coffee and cardio. I know you. Good.
That's funny, actually.
Get myself out there and run or something
Yeah.
when you don't feel like it. But no, you're right. You don't feel like exercising. And I never feel that great the first 5 or 10 minutes of a run or a class or something like that. So I think it takes a little bit and then all of a sudden it kicks in.
Oh
And you're-
yeah, that's true to me as well. You know, the first 3 miles of a very long run.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
The
my
worst,
god, how am I
right?
going to do it? And then by mile whatever it is, I'm free going. I'm
Yeah.
automatic pilot.
What did I
Right.
think about it? It's fine, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but
That's why the hardest part of working out is getting to the gym because, like, psychologically, people don't want to go. But once they're there
but
and
you,
there's
you have to understand why you're doing it. Like, I hate doing my manicure. It takes me 30
I agree
minutes
with you.
of my
Gotta sit
life or
there.
something, sit there. But I know if I'm
Can't even use
going
your
somewhere
phone.
and people will look at my
Yeah.
nails, I have to do
You have to do it.
But people are looking at you every day. Why don't you find 3 hours a week to exercise, right?
right.
And you have to build your schedule around exercise, not other way around.
I agree.
You have to, and why I don't want to discount my classes, why I want to pay the fair price, the customer pays the fair price, because then they see the value and they want to get most of
Out of
exercise.
it.
They will not
Yes.
leave in the middle. They will not skip their next exercise. And I think it's very important. You have to pay for what you're getting.
Yeah, I agree
Things,
totally. There's value.
if
it
you
adds
don't,
value.
Yeah, what you pay for.
you have to try to get results for your investment.
No, absolutely. People hold more value to something they pay for.
Absolutely.
But it's very reasonably priced anyway. Very reasonably
I
priced.
had a discussion with one of customer. She says me, like, "Are you crazy? You are charging $189 a month for fitness workout?" I say, "Yes." You really think that it's worth it? I said, "Can I ask you another question? What car are you driving?" I work so hard for my money. I'm driving a Lexus RX Lexus. How much do you pay for it? I said, like, I pay something about $450 a month. I said, oh, it's pretty expensive. And she said, yeah, but you know how much time I spend in my car?
How much time you spend in your
How
body?
much? I spend 2 hours a day in my car. So, yeah, and how much time do you spend in your body? Oh,
great, that's great.
How long do you keep this car for? So, like 3 more years. And like, how much time do you spend in your body?
How long
How
you
long
keep
you keep in your body?
So, like 24 hours.
I
And
wanna
how
high-five
many
her.
years more do you want to have it?
No.
And she said, like, Okay, I got it.
I
Here
yeah,
is a card.
totally agree with you because
was
you're
brilliant.
Yeah, your body is your vehicle. It's got to get
And
you
you
around.
are there, and you
don't
will
have
never
another
have
one.
another one.
No, you don't.
You can change your car. You can drive any
Right.
car. You can walk. You don't need a car, actually.
Right.
You can Uber. You can walk. You can
Right.
cycle. That is probably better for your health. But your body will never have a new one. You cannot replace
Right.
your engine,
No.
right?
Once it's
your
shot,
heart.
it's shot.
The God
Yes.
did give you the your body
Yeah.
once for
It should
your
be
entire
the,
life.
should
Take
be
care
the
of it.
most important thing.
Take
But
care of
anyway,
it.
sometimes it's the last thing. It's amazing. The priorities are very strange because what people don't realize is that everything else that they do in their lives will be enhanced just from
if
taking
they're
care
in
of
better
yourself.
shape, I know.
I'm so mean with my customers sometimes because my potential clients, because I really want them to
Don't be
understand. I want them to understand. Once I had a customer, she came, she told me, I want to buy, but I would like to buy after my vacation. I would like to go for an expensive
Trip first.
vacation, so I have to make economy on 3 months. Why do you want to go for a vacation? It was a difficult time. I would like to enjoy myself. So, like, do you enjoy yourself now? No, I am stressed. I don't look good. So I would like, and then I will start. And you will wear the swimming suit for
On the vacation.
2 weeks on a vacation, and you will look in the mirror yourself. You would not go from the room because you will not like yourself. It's like, you say that I have to pay you money. Like, yeah, 3 months.
point, good point.
And she was going and then she came and said, oh, so good that you did
But
tell
you
me
know what?
this.
Your classes are basically like having a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone's hired a personal trainer before, but it's a lot more than your classes. And
No,
you
it's
are,
an exorbitant amount more.
yes.
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 So our average class is, if you go 3 times a week, it's $16, $17 a class. It's nothing.
Wow.
Come on, who in Boca
Yeah.
Raton or Aventura or
Right.
even
You know,
Pembroke
and
Pines
it's
cannot
important
afford
to
it,
know,
you don't want it.
I want to say something about Anastasia's passion. Okay, this is a beautiful lady beside me who has 36 gyms across the world here.
Wow.
And the amount of people of lives that she's changed is why she's so passionate. So when you hear her, the way that you speak, and you want these people to come in, because
You gotta get people to come in and do it, 'cause that's the only way.
That's why
Yeah.
I work very hard, and I work in 2 countries with a time difference. I sleep, I don't sleep enough, etc. But I'm still serving at the board of directors, completely non-profit and free service, and the board of URSA, because we are promoting healthy lifestyle, and I think it's so important.
So
It
important.
breaks my heart when I see obese kids. You can, in this country, I cannot punch my kid and go to jail, but I can give him a junky food. He got
I totally
huge.
agree with you.
His hormone system will be destroyed for his entire life, and I'm not punished for this.
Right.
So you have to come to mind
Yeah.
of people. I really would like to be able to talk to people as much as possible, to go to schools, to talk to moms.
Educate parents.
And they have to show example to their kids. Because I have 2 kids, like a little one that is 4 years old and 19, and I know from
4
19
and
that
19. Okay.
she's got it going on.
they're listening to you till they're 12. Then
Right.
they're not
Then-
listening. They're copying you.
Yeah, but and we have the
If you
power.
don't exercise yourself,
Right.
Right.
they will not exercise in their life, and you want them to exercise. Look at those I'm sorry, but obese moms who are driving their kids to sport. Why are you doing this? Don't even spend your time, because when they will be 12 years old, they will just forget about
You know,
it.
I totally agree with you. I have 2 sons. They're both in their 20s. And from the time they were little, I was taking them and pushing them while I ran, you know.
Me too.
Now they're both runners, you know, and I don't run so much anymore because I don't want to hurt my joints. But they do, and they got to do it every day. And
It's
They-
a part
it's
of their
because
life.
when they were growing up, they
Yeah,
learned
they
that.
see it. They live and
Yeah.
learn. It's living and learning. Yeah.
And they both go to the gym.
I
So
was talking to one of colleagues, and he said, like, listen, I did an experiment. I did bring my little dog to 2 vets. And one was very obese, one sitting and looked at the dog. I have a question. How often do I have to get this dog for a walk? So, oh, this is a tiny dog. You just you treat him like a cat. You just put him on the backyard. That's enough.
For the heavy dog, she said.
Yeah, it's a small dog. So,
Small
and
heavy dog.
the vet was very fat and sitting. Then I brought this pet to the very fit doctor who does his marathon and everything.
I see where you're going with this.
And
Okay.
I said, how often do you go? "Oh, all the time. You go for a run, you take your dog. You take your bike, you take your dog. You go to swim, you take your dog. Even a vet is transferring his
own
lifestyle to a dog.
It's true, though. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's an amazing example. That's
Right.
very true.
Right. Wow.
And it is. It's unfortunately and fortunately, when you have the kid is so impressionable from birth till 12 till
Right.
7, they see what you're doing. They will,
And they'll do
emanate.
it even if they say they won't.
Yeah,
Like my boys, they're both gym rats, and where did
all
that
three
come
of my
from?
kids are.
Yeah.
I
bet yours are.
I have another story. I think I did tell this to you already. I'm Russian, so we're very straightforward.
Okay, we got a couple minutes, so go ahead.
American. My son just moved here when he was 12, and he has a referral school for not bullying, but segregation or something like this. I said, like, what did he do? He said to a girl that she is obese, and her mom did come to write a complaint. Like, give me this mom. I will talk to her. That it's better to hire a trainer or spend this time to go to a gym with your daughter. If she's crying because she's obese and she's obese, and the boy can't say, and it's
I
hurts
see what you're
you,
saying.
then change
Okay.
something. It's possible. Right?
All right, we're
Everything
running out
is
of time
possible.
here. All right, I see what you're saying. Yes, it's up to the parents to
And
instill
up to
these.
the adult, up to
Right.
the kid, it can be changed. Your life
Right.
is in your hands. You
Yeah.
can change it. Just try it.
Right.
Try it.
Okay, so try the gym, try Fitspace, and phone number real quick, or our website.
Website
Boca.
fitspacestudio.com.
Fitspacestudio.com. All right, thank you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye.